and welcome back to my channel. It's been so long since I last recorded a video for you guys. We have just had so much going on in our personal life, and as you can probably tell from the title of this video, we also just got back from vacation. So we're definitely kind of still getting into our routine of things and getting settled back in at home, but today is a very gloomy and just kind of chilly, overcast kind of day, and so I figured what better thing to do than to get cozy and film a haul for you guys. So, as you can tell, I bought a lot of stuff, and this isn't even all of it. There's actually a whole other pile on the floor that you can't even see right now that's just full of other stuff that I bought while on this trip. To be fair, it was about a week and a half long vacation. We went to Disneyland and then immediately flew to Hawaii, where we stayed at Disney's Aulani resort. So two completely different destinations. It was a very long vacation, so I had a lot of time to buy things. So it was a good and a bad thing. But I'm so excited to show you everything that I got. And honestly, because it's so much, I'm going to be splitting this up into two parts. So I'm going to start with this episode, which is going to be part one, which is going to show everything I got from Disneyland. And then part two is going to be everything that I got while at Aulani. So I think that'll just help because then the video won't be super crazy long, but also not everyone's going to necessarily be interested in seeing both. So this way you can kind of pick and choose which one you want to see, maybe kind of gear it more towards what your vacation is or what you're more interested in. But regardless, we're going to just get right into it. So like I said, this is going to be part one where I'm going to show you everything I got from Disneyland. If you're interested in seeing everything I got while in Hawaii and at Aulani, you can check out part two, which will be posted after this. So make sure you check out both if you're interested. Like I said, I got a ton of stuff. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I think the easiest way to go about this is to start off with all of the normal Disneyland merch that I got, and then do all of the 70th specific items, and then probably follow it up with everything that I got that was specific to the resort that we stayed in. So that's kind of what my process is going to be because I kind of need to break this up into sections just to make it easier for myself to go through everything. So yeah, we'll start off with all the regular Disneyland merch. So the first thing I got is this super cute hat. It has some Mickey and Friends on it. It says Disneyland on the side. It's like this denim color. Super cute. I don't wear baseball hats all that often, but I did like how this one fit on my head, and I'll wear them going to the gym or sometimes if I just don't really feel like doing my hair or something like that. So I definitely keep a few on hand, and I really liked this one when it first came out, when I saw it at Disney World, and then they sold out of it online, so I couldn't get it. So when I saw it there, I was like, okay, I might as well pick it up. So I definitely really like this. It's super cute. Love the embroidery on it and everything. So that's super fun. And then I also got this little Mickey Mouse ear hat hair clip, claw clip. It's so cute. I wear claw clips like this all the time, and I think this one's just super fun to take to the parks with me and everything to wear on trips. It's so adorable. So I know I'll definitely be getting a lot of use out of this. Again, not Disneyland specific or anything, but just super cute, so I definitely picked it up. Okay, now this item's super random, kind of, but Cars Land is super popular in Disneyland, and I absolutely fell in love with it while we were there. It just looked exactly like it does in the movie, and it just blew my mind how immersive that whole land felt, and we got to see it at sunset, and when it was all lit up, and it was just, oh my gosh, it was so dreamy. I loved that land. It was so much fun, and so I saw this in the gift shop, and I just thought this was just so cute and an absolute must-have for me. It's the little cozy cone motel sign, and it actually lights up. So I think that's just so cute. I'm going to be putting it on my shelf, and I love it. I think it's just kind of a cute little reminder of Disney California Adventure. And I don't know, I thought it was really adorable. It's super random, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I went back and I made sure I got it. Now, it wouldn't be a stop at Disney California Adventure without going to Pym Test Kitchen and getting a drink in a beaker. So we got more than the two, but I definitely didn't need more than 2 beaker cups. So I only brought home 2 of them. They're super cute. I mean, I don't even think they say Pym's Test Kitchen or anything on it. It's just the logo. I think we'll probably like actually use these as cups. I don't know. I think it was really fun to like drink out of a beaker like that. And if I don't use them as like a regular drinking cup, I'll use it as like a pencil cup or something for my crafts. Like I'll find a use for it. They were just cute, you know, fun little souvenir. You know, you're buying the drink anyway. It comes in the cup. So I brought them home with me. I also always tend to get a coffee mug whenever like I'm at Disney or like a new place and stuff like that. And I saw this really cute Disneyland one that just has like a bunch of the character, like, I don't know, it like looks like the character like as the logo. I don't know like how to describe it, but it's just so cute. And I just love that it just said like Disneyland. We stayed at the Disneyland resort, so it was just perfect. I just love all the details on it, and it's like super simple, but like very like Disney still. So I really liked this one. So another thing I always try to get is a new Pandora charm that kind of just like relates to that trip specifically. And I only got one while at Disneyland, and instead of getting one of the 70th anniversary ones, I decided to get just the plain Sleeping Beauty castle charm. Hopefully you can like see it okay. It's just a little icon of the castle. Super simple. I liked this better than doing one of the 70th specific ones, just because like, yes, even though like we were there during the 70th, it was my first time at Disneyland, so I just wanted something that was just more specific to just Disneyland in general. So I made sure to pick up that charm. I definitely liked a few other ones, but I knew I was going to be getting one in Aulani too, so I just got the one at Disneyland. All right, now if you didn't already know, I am a big pin collector. I mean, I collected pins ever since my first trip. My husband collected pins when he went growing up, but I feel like it wasn't until we went last fall that I like really got into pins, and that's because I started getting into pin trading. So now it's like I have the pins that I buy purposely to like display for whatever, you know, theme that I'm going for, or I'm buying them because I like want to complete like a mystery pin pack or something, but then I'm also buying some to just purposely trade. Like now I just have so many pins, and so I really love my Go Pin Pro like pin boards and pin booklets. I absolutely love them. They're my favorite. Definitely check them out. My go-to for storing and like bringing my pins in the parks and everything. Not affiliated with them or anything, but I just love their product so much. And Disney actually has a similar version to their little pin boards. They're these ones. They have little Mickey heads on them. Here, maybe I should take one out. All right, there you go. So this is what they look like. They're just these like foam boards. This one has like little Mickey heads on it. It's very similar in concept to what like the Go Pin Pro boards are. And I love them. They're so handy. You can just put a couple pins on it. You can throw this right in your bag. I'm probably not using these ones for like travel as much as I am at home, just for like putting a couple ones from like a set I'm trying to complete or something. They were actually fairly inexpensive, and you get 3 of them in this pack. So I figured I might as well pick them up because I use things like this all the time, and this one's like Disney specific. So I thought that was really cool. And I got a ton of pins while on this trip, so I could definitely fill these up like right now. Okay, so now for the pins that I got while at Disneyland, at least the non-70th anniversary specific pins. So these are all going to be pins that are either like Disneyland branded in some way, like for one of the parks or like an area in the park, or they're just pins that I'm going to associate like with this trip. I also got a couple mystery pin packs while at Disneyland, but I already like opened them and used them for like trading and things like that. So these are just more so like the pins that are still like on their card backs that I just like bought to display only. So first up, I have this jumbo pin. This is for the 25th anniversary of pin trading. It's also like part of an artist collection. So it's kind of like Mickey through the years, you know, different like versions of him. Each like section is its own like pin. So I think that's really cool. This is definitely more of like a display only type piece, and I just really liked kind of like the nostalgic factor of seeing him from like original Steamboat Willie to like a more modern day Mickey. So I thought that was really cool and unique and like more of a special edition, so I picked that up. So for the rest of the pins, I feel like they don't really need a whole lot of like an explanation. You know, either it's to kind of like commemorate where we stayed, what we did, you know, just Disneyland in general, or they're just pins that we just really liked, so we bought them. So I'm just gonna kind of like rapid fire like show you the pins, just to kind of get through them a little easier, because I don't necessarily have like a specific comment to make on every single one. so next I'm going to show you the 70th anniversary specific pins that I got, and then I'll get into all of the other 70th anniversary merch as well. So the first pin is this castle pin. So beautiful. I absolutely love this one. This was probably my favorite from like the regular 70th anniversary pins, at least from what was available while we were there. Next is just a classic like Mickey with the 70th logo. Super simple, so I like this. It'll look nice on my board once I put together for like all the 70th stuff or just like Disneyland in general. And then I also had to get this one because it has the castle in the background and it has Mickey and Minnie. And this one actually like says Disneyland 70 as opposed to, well, this one says it too, but this one like the Disneyland is a little bit smaller. I like that the Disneyland logo was much more like prevalent in this one. But yeah, so these were the only 70th anniversary specific pins that I got on this trip. I really wanted the mystery packs, but they weren't available. And from what they did have out, these were by far my favorites. So these are the only ones I picked up. Now for all of the 70th anniversary specific items I was able to get while we were at Disneyland. Now I will say there was a good amount that was out of stock while we were there because the anniversary had literally just started, or the celebration for the anniversary had just started a week before we got there. So, you know, they released all the merch and then everyone had access to it like right away. And so then a lot of it sold out. So I was only able to get a couple of the things that was like on my wish list, which I'm still super excited and grateful for. But there's definitely a lot that I missed out on that I'm super bummed about. But I am going to start off with the only pair of ears, which is kind of crazy to say this, but the only pair of ears that I got while at Disneyland, and they were the 70th ones. So they're these. They're like this rose gold kind of like coppery color bow, and these like detailings, which you can kind of see better on the back, like the logos. There's a castle, the Disneyland like D logo, just super pretty ears. And I like that they're like somewhat like neutral, you know, like even though they're for the 70th, they're not like the really bright colors of the 70th anniversary. They're like just a more neutral like tone. So I really like these. I thought they were so beautiful. Like I said, the only pair of ears that I got while at Disneyland. So I was very proud of myself because normally I'm always coming home with a couple pairs of ears. I also got this reusable bag. This is the medium size, I believe. I think it's the medium size one. But I really liked the detailing on the side. Again, like you can see, like this is like the bright color from the celebration. So I kind of was like more picky with what I got in terms of like clothes and stuff. I wanted those to be more neutral. But like something like this that's just a reusable bag, I didn't mind how like bright it was. But super cute. You see them all, like all the characters in their little outfits. Just adorable. You know, they're only a couple bucks and we use these bags all the time for things, so it doesn't hurt to have another one. So I've got this. And then of course I had to get the 70th popcorn bucket. I loved the print of this 70th one, just so adorable, and it makes for a good little way to have a snack in the park. So I got this as well. Then along with the popcorn bucket, Disneyland also released this stainless steel tumbler for the 70th. And it has this like drink strap on it. Now I would never like use this necessarily. Like I wouldn't be like wearing my cup, but it came with it. I really just wanted it for the cup itself so I can take it to work to put my coffee in. I liked this like design so much more than the other stainless steel tumblers that I saw in the parks. Like the Starbucks one and stuff. I just thought this one was so much more like specific to Disneyland. Like you have like Main Street and all the lands. It has like that retro-y kind of vibe. So I thought this was really cute. So this is definitely going to be something I use on a regular basis. I plan on taking this to work with me. So I went ahead and picked that up, and it was just an added bonus that it was like part of the 70th celebration. Now onto clothes. I got 3 pieces of clothing while I was at Disneyland, and these are all for the 70th. I didn't see any like regular Disneyland clothes that I really liked. They looked exactly like Disney World versions I have, except it obviously just said Disneyland instead of Disney World. And I was like, I don't necessarily need the exact same sweatshirt twice, you know? So I made sure to have them be a little bit more specific to the trip that we went on. So the first is this Disneyland 70th anniversary hoodie. So it's really simple on the front. It just says Disneyland 70. And then on the back, It has a map of the park, very similar to like what was on the Tumblr I just showed. It has like a little embroidered Mickey, and this part's embroidered all up here. It's super cute. I really liked this, so I was really happy to see that they had this one in stock because this was definitely on my wish list. Then this item's really similar to the style of the hoodie, but it's a t-shirt. And so it has this little embroidered Mickey on the front. Oops. Little embroidered Mickey right there. And then the back is that same like map design. It doesn't have like the flags or anything at the top, but it's just really simple. So again, like this was the style that I really liked. It was just like the neutral, like very classic, old school style Disney, not super like over the top or anything. So I really liked this. This is part of the Vault collection. The Vault collection was by far my favorite collection from the 70th. It was just hard because I feel like you could tell it's like everyone's favorite because that merch was the hardest to find in both parks. So I was happy I was able to at least get a couple items. Now the last item that was part of the 70th anniversary celebration is this Vault collection sweatshirt with this like really funky style of Disneyland lettering. I love it. I love like the gray with just like the little hint of color like on the sleeves and around like the neckline and everything. It's totally my style. I really liked this. Oh my gosh. And then another 70th anniversary thing that I forgot about. See, I'm finding all this stuff. I have so much going on right now, and I'm even forgetting some of the things that I got. So I think this might have also technically been part of the Vault collection. That I'm not 100% sure of, but it's a little tin of mints, and it looks like the old Disneyland like ticket booklet, and you're not going to be able to see it on here because it's going to be too blurry, but the mints are actually shaped like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Pluto, and I think Goofy, from what I can tell. 5 different styles of them. But yeah, so I think that's so fun. Like the mints are shaped like the characters. I'm not gonna lie, I only got this because I wanted the little tin that it came in because I love the old school style ticket booklets. I have 2 pieces of art from Festival of the Arts at Disney World that look like the Magic Kingdom ticket booklet and the Disneyland ticket booklet that I'll be putting on the wall because I'm obsessed with that style. So when I saw this, I was so excited because I was going to buy anything that had the old ticket style on it if they had it in stock. So this was definitely higher up on my list because I can actually use the tin for something. So I was super excited about that. Lastly, I have all the items I bought that are Disneyland Hotel specific, so it's all of my resort merchandise. I'm going to start with the mugs that we got from Trader Sam's. I know that not everyone is interested in seeing the mugs because it's not everyone's cup of tea. So if you're one of those people, you can just fast forward a little bit and then you can see the resort specific merchandise that I got that's like Disneyland Hotel branded and stuff. But if you are interested in the mugs, then keep watching. The first one is this holiday barrel Trader Sam's mug. Super cute. It came with a Mickey like jingle bell swizzle stick, so that was super fun. I'm gonna love putting this out at Christmas time in the basement. I think that's so cool. Then we also got this limited release Laughing Lava mug. Also super cool. I really liked this one. I thought this one was super unique. I liked the color. I thought that was super fun. I liked the volcano erupting. I thought that was very cool. So I like that one. We also got the Krakatoa Punch mug. I'm going to say that they're all really cool, so prepare to hear it a lot because I do. I think they're really cool. This one's probably my favorite, even though it's like the simplest, but that's why it's my favorite, just because it's like classic, just Trader Sam's little barrel cup. I think I want to hold all the swizzle sticks that we got in them, just because like I feel like this is just like a simple one to like have on display, but also be like a more practical like use one. Then we got the orange version of the hippopotami tie. And what's cool about all these mugs is because they actually say like Enchanted Tiki Bar, which like makes sense because obviously we got them from the Enchanted Tiki Bar. But our other mugs say Gra Grotto because we got them at Disney World. So we actually already have a hippopotami tie mug, but it's a completely different color because we got it in Disney World. And so this one's like a bright orange from Disneyland, so that's fun. Similarly, we already have a zombie mug in like a blue color, and this is more of a green. So we had to pick it up because it's just a new version. And also because it says like Enchanted Tiki Bar on the bottom. This one's probably my least favorite. It's the Tangaroa Punch? Tangaroa Cooler? I don't remember. I just call it the Tangaroa. But I didn't love the drink, and I also don't love the mug. I don't know. It just seems kind of boring to me. I'm not a fan of like the surfer guy on it. But we collect them, and so we had to get it. My husband actually ended up liking this one, so it wasn't like a waste or anything. It's just not my favorite. Now this mug's super cool. This is the piranha. Obviously it looks like a piranha fish. Just so unique. Like I really like the really unique ones, just because like this is just such like a fun shape, and this will look like really cool like being displayed in the bar. So that one definitely had to get. And then lastly, we got the Aoa. Now this one's cool because yes, it is a mug, but like it's almost like a bowl. Like you could use this as like a chip bowl or something. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. But that is all the mugs that we've got. 9 total. They're definitely going to take up some space, you know, on the shelves and everything to display, but it's super cool because we probably would never have gotten these at Disney World, at least not the same like ones. So it was really cool to finally get to experience that over at Disneyland. And like I said, they make for great souvenirs. So we were super excited that they had so many in stock for us. Now that we got all the mugs and Trader Sam stuff out of the way, the last couple items are Disneyland Hotel specific. So they like are branded as Disneyland Hotel. So it's part of like that resort's merch line. So the first thing I got was an ornament. Now, the reason I got this one, and it's just like of the Disneyland Hotel, has like Mickey and Minnie and like the monorail and stuff on it. But the reason I got this one was because I really didn't like the other Disneyland ornaments that I saw. I really just wanted like a plain Sleeping Beauty castle ornament. And all the ones that I found were like really branded for the 70th, and they were huge, like just really big ornaments. And I was like, you know, that takes up so much space, and that's gonna like weigh down my Christmas tree when I go to put it up. And I'm just like, you know, I wanted something that was just more, again, like neutral to Disneyland in general, rather than it just being all like 70th stuff. Because like, yes, while I was there for the 70th, it was also just my first time at Disneyland. So I figured that this one would be really good because, you know, we obviously stayed at the Disneyland Hotel, so it was commemorative that way. But plus, like, I love the classic Disneyland like marquee, and I'm a huge monorail fan, so I figured this one worked. So this is the little ornament that I got for the trip. I usually try and get one, again, kind of like how I do for like the Pandora charms and stuff. I usually just get like at least one, just kind of commemorate. That way, you know, when I have them all up at Christmas, you can like look and remember like what trip they're from and stuff. So that one I had to get. Then I also got this Disneyland Hotel luggage tag. Nothing super exciting, you know, it's just a luggage tag, but I use them all the time. I'll put them on my checked suitcases, my carry-ons, backpacks, you know, whenever like we're flying, and we flew a lot this trip. So I was like, you know what, like I could stand to have a Disneyland or some sort of other Disney specific luggage tag, because I have one already, but we definitely used multiple checked bags this trip. So I was like, I could have more than one that I like. So I got this because I thought it was cool. And again, like I just love the classic like Disneyland marquee logo. So wanted to get that. And then last item, which is one of my favorites that I got, like out of everything, even from like Aulani, like one of my favorite things that I got was this little mini Disneyland Hotel suitcase. I think they technically called it a cosmetic case with how it rang up on the receipt, which this would be a huge cosmetic case. Well, I mean, I say that, but probably all the stuff I bring would honestly fit in this. Regardless, I call it a little mini suitcase, and it just has the Disneyland Hotel marquee logo on it. Again, super simple, nothing on the back. It's just really plainly labeled. There is like a Disney print on the inside that's also super like just low key, but I love the little like leather detailing. There's also like these hooks on the side, and there's a strap inside, so you can wear it as more of like a crossbody type style. But I'm planning on using this to hold my Disney ears when I go on future trips, because I can hold a lot in here already. Like I was testing it out, and I'm like, what better way to protect my ears than in their own little mini suitcase? All right, guys, so I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're planning a trip to Disneyland yourself in the near future, I hope this kind of gave you a glimpse into some of the merchandise that they have offered. And if you're not planning a trip anytime soon and you're like me and you just enjoy watching people's haul videos, then I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you guys. And make sure you go ahead and check out my part 2, which is going to be everything that I got while at Aulani in Hawaii. I have just about as much stuff, if not more, so definitely make sure you go and check that out as well. Please go follow me on my other social media accounts. I'll have them all listed below in the caption, as well as just here displayed on your screen. And don't forget, I'm also a travel agent that specializes in Disney vacations. My services are completely free, so if you're interested in planning your own trip to Disneyland, Aulani, Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, wherever you want to go, please reach out to me because I would love to help you plan your next magical vacation. That's it. So I hope I see you in the next video. Bye, guys.